And a shot from a little earlier as the Hornets get off the team bus, looking very focused. They want to leave town with something to show for their efforts. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, LaMelo Ball saw this coming. He said, quote, "My whole life I always knew I was going to the NBA. I had my life planned out. I knew I'd have stardom. My whole life I thought I was the star. I can't even say I'm a rock star. It's something other than that. I'm something rare." Guys?
No shortage of confidence, Allie. Thanks for that. And after a long offseason, NBA basketball is back. Doris, two of the best words in hoops. Opening night.
I've been waiting for tonight for months, BA. The start of a long, incredible journey that is the NBA season. We know there will be twists and turns. Tonight won't make a season, but boy, it's good to be back.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. Mason Plumlee out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for San Antonio, Johnson and Pirtle, the big men. Then there's Josh Richardson. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Jones in at the point guard position.
What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
Pass to Plumlee. Hayward outside. Fires the three. San Antonio with a rebound. And you know, Doris, in addition to the effort Plumlee puts out there, he's a dependable scorer in tight.
BA, he's going to get the vast majority of his scoring opportunities in the painted area. He can finish with either hand, and what is so underrated about his game, his ability to find people, to pass the basketball in tight spaces.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Bridges. Pirtle with some nice D.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Vassell. Drills it from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Ball passes to Bridges to end the run. That's good on the jumper.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
The baseline J. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Rozier gets the bucket.
Well, early in his career, you played Terry Rozier as a driver. Now you've got to deal with that three-point shooting ability.
And it's stolen by Plumlee. Here's Hayward. Pirtle grabs a miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Rozier. The kick out to Ball. The three is up. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep, Johnson fires in the triple. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Richardson against Hayward. Ball outside to the middle. 2 on the clock.
Well, Hurdle keeping his arms up, doing everything he can to affect the shooter.
And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by 5. And will return shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons: a lack of playoff experience among their core players.
We've got Doug McDermott, Keita Bates-Diop out there with Zach Collins. And it's Primo in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Charlotte trailing. Outside Oubre. Here's the pick to the inside. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it. And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And B.A., that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
Now here's McDermott. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
Outside Oubre. Floats one up, and there it is for him.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Shoots, and there's McDermott on the assist from Jones. McDermott's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Charlotte, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Oubre passes to Washington. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 5th, the Hornets.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Pass to Collins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during a season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jang's checked in. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Johnson. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Hayward. And here's Oubre from the arc. 3-pointer, Bridges. Charlotte again missing. San Antonio leading. Pass to Jang. Over Washington. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Well, this is an excellent mid-range shooter. Zhang also likes to set his teammates from that spot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires, top of the key. Rozier can't get it to go.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
That one drops for him.
They're really working the paint now.
Charlotte's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Hayward for 3. Charlotte gets it back. Washington, a screen on Vassell. Out to Hayward. 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's San Antonio in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, you look at the offensive execution for this team. What are you seeing?
I think they've done a pretty good job in moving the basketball, keeping up the pace, because we've been playing in mud a little bit lately, but the pace has been pretty good.
Hopefully that pace continues in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Charlotte Hornets. This is a team clicking on all cylinders. Great out of the gates, hitting the gas, not slowing down, all engines go.
Uh-oh, don't get this guy started on cars. That's all we're going to hear about the rest of the night.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the San Antonio Spurs.
They've been money tonight. Matter of fact, they've got the shmoney, Ernie. Get it? The shmoney.
No, I don't.
Great game, though. It's a great game plan. Shaq gets it.
But actually, I don't get it either.
Creating their offense, and they're converting open shots.
Must be nice as a coach to sit back and watch what you drew up work to perfection.
It's not about the money. It's about the shmoney.
Know what rhymes with shmoney or money? Dummy.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Keldon Johnson. He's really been playing well.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all three.
On the court for Charlotte, Ball and Rozier are the guards. Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. San Antonio has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. From deep, Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, show me your vision, Josh Richardson. What a delivery. Guys, when the conversation is about the Charlotte Hornets, obviously there is a figure that looms large, and that's the majority owner, Michael Jordan, the man who has 6 NBA titles, the man who many consider the greatest player to ever play the game.
Vassell's shot is good.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Rozier can't get it to go. Since MJ took over as owner of the Hornets in 2010, he's tried to keep them competitive.
Unlike when MJ was a player in a huge market like Chicago, in a market like Charlotte, it's much smaller. It's a bigger challenge to attract marquee talent. But I would say this, they've got some exciting young talent on their roster. You begin with LaMelo Ball, certainly potential there to build on.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. A different look for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Pirtle. Bates Diop comes in for Johnson. And McDermott subbed in for Richardson. Oh, didn't think that was going in. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Ball passes to Washington. Lets a floater go. Stolen by Collins. 59 seconds left in the third. It's not going to go for him. And Charlotte going the other way now. Now Ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Washington's shot is good.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Ball left side. And Ball throws it down.
You're starting to be able to trust that Terry Rozier is going to make these finds.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. Over Ball. Jones misses.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And so it's San Antonio feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. McDermott and Johnson are the forwards. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Primo in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Bridges. No good from 11 feet. And here's McDermott. Outside Jones. Shoots over Ball. Here's Poeltl. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. And the Spurs lead by 20.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Inside, here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Johnson with it. Oubre picks him up. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. Here's Poeltl. Good on the bucket.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
The Hornets have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Ball gets it to go.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
From deep, Johnson. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Keldon Johnson.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And the bucket is good.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's Oubre. Oh, no good again that time. McDermott with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. Tries a 10-footer. Here's Pirtle. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Hayward outside. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Jones against Ball. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Keldon Johnson.
I need you next to me.